she's not happy to see you. We have
Miserable.
a very, very special show today, as I'm sure you're all aware, but let's just say it anyways. Today is the 80th birthday of celebrated Belgian mathematician Jacques Tits.
Woo!
So happy birthday, Monsieur Tits! It's a big day. Big day for the J-Man. Jacques Tits. Big day. Look at those guys. They love tits. These guys are going, they're crazy for tits. It's going nuts for tits.
They love tits
He's pointing all over them. They love them. We love them.
tits.
Everybody loves tits.
So we here at Attack of the Show not only know how much you love tits, but we know that no other show on television is going to devote the amount of attention and honor tits truly deserve.
Yeah. So folks, big treat. All show long, we will be celebrating the special life's work of tits, and we'll have so many other surprises. I can't name them all. I can tell you, we will have a cake with tits on it.
Yes!
You heard it here. You heard it right here.
I
You have to wait for the beat.
I love cake. I love cake with tits on it. And of course, people, we want to hear from you on Twitter.
Why not?
So be sure to tweet at AOTS and tell us how understanding and appreciating tits has changed your life.
Let's see those tits tweets, huh?
I love tits tweets too.
Hey, also on the show today, hell hath no fury like a lady agent scorned. Ari Gold's new nemesis on Entourage, actress Autumn Reeser, will be shortly divorced and marrying me. Or just talking with me live on the show, one of the two. Plus, man of action Blair Herter prepares to have his nuts punched off by the Expendables. Boom.
And later we have the world's smallest interchangeable lens digital camera. We'll rate and review the Sony Alpha Nex5 on Gadget Prawn.
Big show, huge show.
Massive
Just want to get two
show.
big old handfuls of this show.
For Tits' birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
Go around the net. Big day in here.
Huge.
Big day, proud day.
I say that we dedicate this ATN to tits.
Let's dedicate them all to tits.
I like it.
That's thinking outside the box.
It's gonna be a good show. In at number 5 today. So, do you remember the old video game Skate or Die?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Someone made a home movie version, but they put more emphasis on the die part. Neither made the jump nor stuck the landing on that one. So.
But he did manage to achieve a rare double fail.
Oh, as a reward, he receives a golden neck brace. Congratulations, sir.
There you are.
Fantastic.
There you are.
In at number 4 today, panda cheese.
Now, as we've already... Yes, end of story. We've already seen on around the net, in some foreign countries, pandas sell cheese products.
And they do so by any means necessary.
ايه ده؟ ما تيجي نجيب باندا يا بابا.
يا ابني اهدى يا ابني ما جبنا حاجات كتير.
Just you know why. Why you and I will.
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
I love
I
that.
love those pandas. I love pandas just as much as I love tits.
Yeah, same here. Honestly, though, if I was menaced by that panda, I'd just buy the damn cheese. It's a lot easier.
I mean, seriously, you'd think a life spent slowly chewing bamboo, engaging in nonstop mating, and exuding a near unbearable cuteness would make the damn panda lighten up a little.
Yeah. It's funny. Everything you just said also applies to me, and even I have my dark moments. I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Even I get a little. This tastes like crap. I would upend this podium right now in anger, but I am too tired from all the mating.
None of that was unbearably cute.
They didn't clean that. They told me they cleaned that, but
At least
I
you
know
got
what
your
the delicate
fiber.
hands of art department tastes like. Let me tell you,
Been there one too many times,
I was
huh?
not sanitary.
All right, Snoop Dogg lives a double life. On the one hand, he's a highly successful rap artist, and on the other, a one-dimensional stoner stereotype.
Well, thankfully, Snoop decided to focus on the latter in this video, which finds the dog father himself making cameo appearances on TV shows from 24 to The Biggest Loser.
Put down his response rather quickly, and I will assume he got it right. Did he? Yes. Wager. Hello.
And if you're ready, here's our bachelor.
What and how is that?
It's the first thing I say when I enter in any room.
Is
Where the hose at?
Exactly.
It's the first question you should
all right,
ask.
so I'm gonna give you 3 guesses as to how the idea for that video came about.
Right. Oh, seriously?
Yeah, 3
Well,
guesses.
I bet he was working on lyrics for his new album when inspiration hit. I'm sure that's how that.
No.
Corporate focus group?
Come on, Kevin.
It must have been an idea that Snoop had meticulously outlined over the course of several weeks and then planned and then produced for the YouTube channel, which. Oh, let me guess. Snoop Dogg got really high in front of a green screen, and that's how everything just happens. Oh. Well, I'm sorry that took me 4, but okay.
Thought that would have been easy for you.
Yeah, I think it would.
Dogs are man's best friend.
Unless they're wiping their asses all over your house.
Sounds like the answer to today's number 2 around the net.
We've all been there before, you know what I mean?
No. No, we haven't.
Gotta try your In-N-Out animal style from now on.
I think I'll avoid that one.
Still ahead, the new Bioshock trailer is out!
And it's today's number 1. Happy birthday, Tits!
And at number 1 today, folks, the just released trailer for the new game, Bioshock Infinite. It looks good.
Yeah! Trust me, this is one that's going to want to make you say, oh my God! Ride. Well, we will see you in 2012, Bioshock. And if you're feeling sad that you might be dead before you can even play the game, our birthday party for tits will cheer you up.
Yes.
Yay!
Now listen, hold on, real quick. You guys were promised a giant cake with tits on it. We weren't kidding. Bring it out! Yes! Oh! Excuse me. Ladies, could you scatter away? Thank you. You're recovering our view of our tits cake.
Oh my God.
Look at that. Delicious. I have never wanted to motorboat a pair of frosty tits more than I do right now. I'll tell you that. On my face, right in that frosting.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that.
I'm keeping this one. It's the corner piece. You can have the next one.
All yours.
Yes.
You know, you don't even have to particularly enjoy math to admire tits. Thank you.
There you are. Wait, do you want a fork?
Delicious.
No, you can also just enjoy the enormous amounts of awards Tits has received over the years, including the Wolf Prize in mathematics and the Abel.
He's so good. He's just so good. Anything he touches turns to gold. So now, while we enjoy our taste of tits, no celebration.
I'm enjoying this taste of tits. I will
By all means, get in there. Get in there.
Oh my God.
No celebration of this historic birthday would be complete without a big, fat, wet tits contest. Let's do it. All right, now. You got some tits over here. Careful, ladies. Ladies, don't get any water on yourselves. Just keep aiming at the tits. Jog tits. Oh my God, those tits are so wet. I have never seen tits that wet. I mean, the last time tits was this wet, he discovered the golden ratio. You know what I mean? It's just a math joke, kids.
That was
some
tits
wet tits.
Fantastic. I gotta be honest, I don't know.
Guys, I'm sorry. Please, I know we're all excited for those tits, but
I don't know how we can pick a winner.
I think we already have picked a winner. That winner?
Jock Tits!
We did it. I'll tell you, we are all winners right now, and all show long. We're learning everything that tits can teach us, but of course, there's more to life than just tits.
Believe it or not. There are also badass macho action movies like The Expendables. Jock Tits.
Punching you in the face and blowing out your kneecaps, all while delivering some sweet one-liners, are the guys that practically invented the action genre. Every single one of my favorite badasses take on the world and each other in a movie about, what? Who cares? It's the Expendables!
What happened to you? Got my ass kicked.
When did we get to a point where Beverly Hills Chihuahua could be the #1 movie in America? What happened to our sensibilities?
It's just an evolution. What happened was CGI. Every generation has to start their own style, right? So they went into fantasy, and you went into comics, and you went into incredible visuals. And these kind of guys just went by the wayside. And I think things have maybe gone full circle again.
You guys are dicks. What is going on?
Hold him, I'll hit him. My character's nuts, I agree. He's seen too much combat. He's a bit over the top. Likes to kill people.
And I'm just basically there to supply beatdowns and intimidation. It's not like I'm reciting Shakespeare or soliloquies in this movie, you know? So I had a right to be a dick.
10 seconds, you won't believe what's gonna happen.
I feel like when you sat down to write this movie, you thought, I want to write a love letter to Blair Herter when he was in 1988. Because everybody in this movie is somebody that I've watched kick ass at some point in my life. The Lundgren versus Jet Li or the Couture versus Austin. How do you put those people together in those scenes?
It's just what I always wanted to see. Steve Austin and the guy who, for real, is a headbreaker. Dolph, Goliath, and Jet Li. Now, I know Dolph is a monster because he's put me in the hospital for 4 days.
It was a great idea by Stallone, I think, to put the big guy with a slight height advantage over Jet Li. He's the kind of guy who will have his double do the choreography, and then he'll just watch. And then when the camera's rolling, he'll get up and do it on the first take.
I was trained to attack, but not really maul. It looked simulated mauling. Randy's a trained world-class fighter. It was like fighting a lamb. He was so gentle with me. I actually got to kick him around a little bit. I was just thankful that it was on a movie set and not in an octagon.
I wanted to learn from the best. I grew up on his film. And literally...
I could be his father.
Yeah.
This is how depressing
for everyone
you know?
right now. But it just shows how bad he is, how badass his brother is, because he's still doing it. This is what this is all about. This is why it's the manliest movie ever made.
Now, Terry, we're saving him because he's a monster in his own way. He's like the human tank, but he still has a lot to go. And and he's got a couple of Beverly Hills Chihuahuas under his shirt.
Trust me when I tell you, this film will make you grip your seat and elbow a stranger in the jaw. The Expendables, it kicks ass, old school.
Are you crazy? Could have killed me! You're welcome!
Totally tits. You know, Stallone isn't the only person to injure himself during a fight scene. I don't mean to...
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was once on this set. I don't want to make this about me, but why not? It was here on this very set. I actually got into an altercation with a giant blue balloon. Some people remember that. I leapt on it, it popped. It didn't go so well for me. So, you know, other manly men get injured. It happens.
Well, I mean, Kevin, you know, we all have our war stories. I was burned by white-hot shell casings when they were ejected from the Gatling gun I was firing into a burning car, but, I mean, I'm sure your balloon injury was really painful.
Yeah, it was. Wait, was there a tone in your voice there that I just said?
It was just the cake stuck in the back of my
okay,
teeth.
just making
no
sure.
tone, no
All right.
tone. Still ahead, we've got the world's smallest digital camera.
Footnote, the world's smallest interchangeable lens digital camera.
Just ignore him. We'll explain everything in Gadget Prime.
Ignore me, that was factually correct. And later, actress Autumn Risa from Entourage will be here live in studio to explain how she's taken down super agent Ari Gold. iPad gaming equals awesome, but sometimes it can be a little pricey. But now with Tunnel Shoot, you can get a classic racing shooter without killing your bank account. In this retro blaster, take control of your racer as it hurtles through a trippy space tunnel littered with enemies and obstacles. The object is simple. Try to score as many points as possible without atomizing the ship. It may seem easy at first, but as the points rack up, the speed of the ship cranks to 11 as even more targets fill the tunnel. The tracks constantly twist and turn, so even with super sharp control, it's enough to shake even the best Jedi reflexes. It also has Facebook and Twitter integration, so you can tell your friends just how many hours you've wasted. So what's the holdup? Upgrade your gaming for only $1.
also joined hundreds of G4 fans at Venice Beach as they tried to become the next American Ninja Warrior by running our very own Ninja Warrior course.
Yes. Some succeeded, yes. Most ate dirt. A lot of dirt.
Hello, everybody! We are at the American Ninja Warrior 2 tryouts in Venice Beach, California. I am going to give you a taste of the madness, and I'm going to be trying out the course. I think I can do it.
American Ninja Warrior is back for a second run on G4. Unfortunately, though, you'll have to wait until December to catch all the high-flying action and who will represent the US of A at Mount Midoriyama in Japan. But until then, let's see what it takes to tackle this punishing course.
This place is friggin' huge. We have tons of G4 booths. Back there we have the mini course and then the mother load, the main course. I gotta go check in at registration. What's your strategy today?
Well, it seems like there's a lot of jumping around, which is why I have the visage of the frog, and hopefully that'll mean that I have higher physical strength.
I am Captain G4.
Yeah, he's in the undies.
Hopefully I don't fall. I'll just be sitting there in underwear, no paint.
Hey, he's a champion in my heart.
Godzilla, what brings you out to Ninja Warrior?
Excuse me, my face was up here. It was a long walk out here, and I'm not ready to go back until I walk the course myself.
I really wish you luck, Godzilla.
Thanks. This interview took a lot out of me. I'm gonna go eat a couple small children.
True to the Ninja Warrior course in Japan, the obstacles here will present a formidable challenge to competitors and myself.
Step 1, jump through these angled boards. Make it across this moat on that rope and don't land in that nasty water. Run across this, yeah, I don't even know what to call that thing. The infamous spider wall. And then just a few swings across these monkey bars up that little ramp right there. You hit the button and you're done. How hard can it be? Come on. Froggy fail?
What can I say? My dream is over. Mom and Dad were right. I am a failure.
What's your one tip for me on the course?
I would say take your time, take it easy, and don't rush your way through it.
Don't you think I'm gonna do a great job?
I think you'd be great.
Hello, yeah, look at these guns.
Everyone who told me that would be like no sweat and just, hey, go with the momentum. You'll totally get across. No, they're lying. I think I freaking broke my ankle, for sake. Ow. This is tough.
Do you have any advice for me for the future?
You really have to practice.
Yeah. They say the first step is the hardest. Well, damn straight it is. But hey, to see who actually makes it to Japan, tune in to American Ninja Warrior. Guys, that way.
This Saturday at 6 p.m., Ninja Warrior returns with new episodes. Just go to g4tv.com/Ninja Warrior for details. But now, Allison has all the news you care about and some you might not care about at all.
No. For the record, I was with Nicole at that course, and that girl was a trooper, and that ankle did not do well. Let's start the feed. It's Thursday, August 12th, and here are your top stories. Today is the 80th birthday of celebrated Belgian mathematician Jacques Tits. Yes. Tits gave us the algebraic theory of buildings, commonly referred to as Tits buildings. He has also been recognized for the mathematical theorem known as the Tits alternative. Monsieur Tits was also the inspiration for the mathematical group representation dubbed the Tits Group. Please join me in firmly wishing Tits a happy and healthy birthday. I want more cake. Sony Ericsson is working on a portable Android phone for gamers. According to Engadget, sources inside Sony Ericsson have confirmed a new gaming platform is being developed using the Android OS, and Engadget has described it as a cross between the Samsung Captivate and the PSP Go. Rumors are now swirling that we could see an official version of this phone as early as October of this year. I think that's like 2 months away, so that's awesome. Shack News is reporting that Valve Software has a little something for the Defense of the Ancients fans. Any of them here? No. Okay, there we are. Of course, DOTA was a popular Warcraft 3 mod, so when Valve snapped up the mod's creators, plenty of folks speculated that their new project might be related to Defense of the Ancients. Now voice actor John St. John, best known as the voice of Duke Nukem, has tweeted that he, quote, had a great time in Seattle recording for DOTA. The guys at Valve are awesome. So this, along with Valve's recent trademarking of the name Defense of the Ancients, seems to all but guarantee that Valve will be making their own version of the popular game. And finally, id Software's John Carmack dropped a bombshell this morning to start off QuakeCon 2010 in Dallas, Texas. Carmack showed off a very impressive demo of the highly anticipated first-person shooter Rage, running on a very unexpected platform, the iPhone. What? The game uses tilt controls for movement and screen taps for sub-pixel aiming. It has the game running at 60 frames a second, and the team promises it'll run great even on a second-gen iPhone. Now, the first of 2 planned Rage titles for the iPhone should hit the App Store before the end of this year. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you have just been fed. We will now go back to Kevin.
If you need a tiny camera, I guess it's time for this.
Sony made a small wonder.
Making photography your new hobby just got a whole lot easier with the Sony Nex5. It's the world's smallest interchangeable lens digital camera. And it uses the same image sensor as the Sony Alpha, so you can take DSLR quality pictures anywhere and everywhere. With 14 megapixels, full HD video recording, and 7 frames a second continuous shooting, the hobby's in your pocket for $650.
Okay, this is definitely the smallest interchangeable lens camera we've used. It is only 2.5 inches high. It weighs less than any other DSLR style camera, like the Olympus here. It's like a giant compared to it. It's like, I'm gonna eat you. Nope, this
It's a camera. It doesn't really have teeth or a digestive tract, so I doubt it would eat the other one. But yeah, other than that, the analogy was sound.
My cameras do. Do you think normal size lenses make this thing too awkward to hold?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I mean, people have complained. First of all, you can switch out the lenses. So if you want, like, you can choose which one you want, but you can easily pop off the lens and grab like a little pancakey guy.
It's even cuter now.
This one's even more adorable. You just line them up and snap it in, and there you go. Prom night. You can also, this is like $250. It also has a tilt-out LCD, which I think is great. Let me fire this thing up.
Part.
You can actually pull out the LCD on the back, and so now if you're shooting from below your subject or above, I guess, there you go. And you can even tilt it all the way up. So that you can really be right beneath the skirt when you're snapping in the sewer grate. Either way, you're good to go. I'm a fan of the camera. I mean, it feels great.
Well, there you go. Now, Sony had to keep the buttons to a minimum since the body is so small, so is it easy to use?
It's not bad. Doing things like changing modes or adjusting exposure, it takes a few more button presses than you might be used to. There's not a dedicated dial for things like that.
I hate more button presses.
Yeah, but you know, if the trade-off is size and keeping it all compact, then why not?
I was also being sarcastic.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you were in full-on rage mode. I thought you were about to kick a small child. The menus at least look pretty when you're navigating through them. Overall, we don't have many complaints. I kept smacking the dedicated record button, which we'll get to on the top, because it's right there, and it was easy to just smack it with a thumb when you were holding it. But other than that, I mean, it's totally fine.
Now, it's got tons of features like full HD movie recording, panorama mode, and handheld twilight mode.
Oh.
Not for vampires, it's for low light shooting.
Oh, I thought it makes your friends look sparkly and abstinent.
Stupid sparkly vampires. So do all of these work well?
For the most part. Recording a movie is simple. There's, again, that one touch button. Sometimes you record a movie when you don't mean to. It's that easy. But the
like
quality...
Blair Witch Project in there.
Yeah, here's the thing. The quality is only okay. We weren't blown away by it. This is not going to be a high-def recording option for many people. Panorama mode basically just records a movie and stitches it all together as one image. The one on the top here represents just a normal photo. The bottom, yeah, you guessed it, that's a panorama, kids.
It's like 2 inches more on each side.
You're welcome.
Of our
it works well, unless there's movement in the frame. If your subject's moving, it's gonna blur and get messed up. Handheld twilight mode also helps by it makes lower light shooting look less blurry
It
by
took a
taking
long time to process Danny in that picture.
it takes a bunch of pictures at once and then combines them for the best possible photo. We did still see some blur in the photos, but it was a nice attempt, you know.
Well, okay, now is the most important part. How is the picture quality?
Pretty good, Miss Hayslip. Pretty
There
good.
you go.
Normal light pictures look fantastic. These are what
Is that
you'd
a turtle?
expect out of a DSLR quality camera. They're accurate colors, lots of detail, very little distortion. Low light, though, it's a different story. We're not saying that it's altogether bad, but you will get soft focus and blur. That's sort of the name of the game here. Lens distortion also becomes more prominent as well.
So for $650,
Yeah.
what are we rating
A
it?
little pricey. We're giving it a 3 out of 5.
Oh,
We like the design. We like the features. We think there's still room for improvement in overall image quality, which is kind of the most important thing.
All right, that's it for Gadgetron. For more reviews, go to g4tv.com/thefeed.
Stay tuned, everybody. Entourage's
Beautiful.
Adam Reeser will join us live in studio. Did I call her Adam?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, it's
For a
Autumn.
second, I thought Sessler was going to be
No,
here.
no, Autumn Reeser is going to be here. Live in studio after the break. Now
she's
she
now
won't,
a
now she
man.
won't date me.
The workers demand more attack of the show. Международное явление. Сейчас более атака показано. We'll be right back.
All right, folks, this year on Entourage, one of Ari Gold's former agents is hell-bent on destroying his business, and so far, it's actually working pretty well.
Lizzy,
Are you kidding?
this time I confess I am following you.
Why?
I need those tapes back.
Deadline Hollywood has them.
No, they don't.
Ari, why didn't you promote me? Honestly.
Honestly, my wife wanted me to get rid of you.
Wow, okay, that's a lot more honest than I expected.
Joining me now, Miss Autumn Reeser, everybody! How are you? Oh, sorry, are you kidding me? It's our pleasure. I want to say, I was telling you this right before the interview started, and it's no joke. Sasha Grey's furry cameo, fantastic. But you and your character and your plot line are the reason to watch Entourage this season.
Thank you.
Bar none.
How sweet, thank you.
No, your character's, what a fun character to play, too,
so
right?
much fun. I have such a blast on that show.
Do you and Jeremy Piven actually hate each other? Do you get in arguments at the craft service table?
With him. I love working with him. He's such a passionate actor, and he comes on with so many ideas, and it's great to kind of like play tennis with somebody.
Do you have to tell him that every idea is good?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just want to make sure. Now, your character, it's interesting because we were talking a little bit of sports in the green room, but your character is this football nut. Is that true to you? Or?
So not.
Really?
I am not, no, I'm a little sports clueless.
So, okay, so did you have to crash course for that role, or was it okay, we'll just get the lines?
I called all my guy friends. I was like, what the hell am I talking about? Help me. I have no idea.
Did any of them come through, or did they screw with
They
you
all
and tell
came
you
through
it's a play field and there's kick downs and
it was like
touchbacks
paragraphs and paragraphs of sports, lingo. I was like, I just need to know what this means.
Yeah.
Not like who's the MVP and all that. I don't know.
They're telling you which teams to love and hate and which players to bet on. You're like, I'm not building a fantasy team. I just have to deliver some lines.
I'm not going to watch football after this.
But now, a huge baseball fan, though. At least you're throwing out the first pitch. That was cool. I saw that on your...
Yeah, I threw out the first pitch of the Dodgers game this week, and it was my first professional baseball game ever.
Wait, what do you mean? You played like a whole inning, or?
Yeah. No, well, my husband freaked me out earlier in the day because...
Okay, wait, no H word on this set. We can say tits today,
this
but
one
no
dude,
H word.
This
Yeah, thank you.
freaked me out because he told me earlier in the day, he said, well, after you throw out the first pitch, make sure that you duck. And I said, why? And he said, well, because they're going to hit it.
They're going to hit it, right?
And he made me think that I was going to actually start off the baseball game. I was like, no, this is bad news. I need to tell them I can't do this. It's not going to go well.
Oh, you bought it that hard?
I've never seen one. I didn't know.
Oh, no, that's awesome. So did you duck, or did he let you in on it right before?
No, he let me in on the joke.
That must have been nerve-wracking. I saw that you were practicing with a lime in your backyard to actually get the weight down.
It didn't help.
No?
No, I didn't make it all the way to home.
That's okay. Quite. That's okay. Is there a reason to use a lime and then make a trip to Big Five and
I
actually
think we
get
had
the
like
baseball?
5 minutes, and we have a lime tree, and it was like, well, this will do.
I like the last-minute practice before going out there at the big game. Are you now a baseball fan for life?
It was fun. It was really enjoyable. They played the organ music in between the innings, and it was all classic musical theater songs. It was.
That's awesome. Because for some people, it's the thrill of the game and the competition, or the beer and the hot dog, and yelling at another fan.
Me, it was like, I think that's from Annie.
Exactly. And I noticed that you have the Twitter account. You're very active. You are constantly posting photos and little clips and whatnot, which is cool. But do you consider yourself to be tech savvy?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
In what ways? Are you BlackBerry messaging? Are you iPhoning? Are you iPadding?
The iPhone,
Are you anything?
I got the iPad. Yeah, that was my 1-year anniversary gift.
Congrats.
And I love it. I had it in bed last night watching Funny Girl because I'm taking a musical theater course through UCLA, and it was homework.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm doing homework in bed at like 2 a.m. It's very handy. I felt like those ads, the iPad ads, where it's like the girl in bed and it's like all pretty and morning light and everything, and she's like reading her iPad.
And so that's your connection to the iPad is watching musicals in bed at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
awesome.
That's fantastic. That's a good use for it. Are you playing any random games or?
No, not yet.
No. You need to get fart apps and Plants vs Zombies. By the way, I know.
Plants vs Zombies is supposed to be awesome.
Yeah, that's all you really need.
I have an old booth.
An old booth.
Old booth?
Oh, is that where it takes a photo of you and makes you old or something like that?
Like
oh,
old timey.
fantastic. Fat booth is also great as well. We're big fans here.
Maybe I'll get that.
You'll never guess what it does. But unfortunately, we're running out of time. But I do have to say, I mean, today's such an important day. Not only are you here, but we have balloons and cake because we're celebrating Jacques Tits. I mean, it is. I don't know if Tits has affected your life.
Yeah,
if you're passionate about.
Really big influence. So maybe I'll.
If there's anything you want to say to
yeah.
please.
I just wanted to say, congratulations, Tits. I've been a big admirer of yours for a long time, and you've really contributed a lot to society. So, I love you, Tits.
Autumn Reeser, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming on. I love your role. It's fantastic on Entourage. Again, you can catch her on HBO's Entourage now and ABC's No Ordinary Family. We didn't even get to that. This fall, you'll be back, I hope.
I'll come back.
Unless Jacques scared you away. But now, let's go to Allison.
Yay. Are you ready to inappropriately hit on your teaching assistants? It's time to attack these back to campus necessities. Sharpening pencils sucks. Refilling mechanical pencils sucks. Doing trigonometry with pens also sucks. Sharpie has solved all the suck with the new liquid pencil. It's a pencil that writes like a pen, but it's also erasable. That girl from the bar can hope and pray her number will fade from your napkin, but never fear, the writing from these pencils becomes permanent like a marker after 3 days. Get a 2-pack of these elf-made wizard pens or pencils or whatever they are for $5. Now this happens to everyone. Your phone is bleeding battery juice, trying to find service because you're buried in some dungeon of a lecture hall while trying to send your GF a picture of your slide ruler. Life is the worst. Luckily, Sprint has teamed up with TechnoCell to make the Battery Boost. This device is a flash drive micro SD card reader and charges any micro USB device. You can even charge both your phone and Battery Boost at the same time. What? Make your pockets more space efficient and never let battery life dictate your in-class sexting again. $30, bam! Life problem solved, bam! Kevin with cake, bam! Where'd you get a hat? I want a hat. Okay. And finally, a hat! Ha!
No, don't cry. Don't cry. No, you're beautiful. Everybody loves you. Everybody loves you. Words in the prompter.
Okay, I got my hat back. Okay, finally. Are all your rich steampunk cowboy classmates making fun of you for that lame-o iPad sleeve? Yes. Well, you will be the talk of campus with the Parabellum laptop portfolio and iPad case. Both items feature 15-year-old free-range bison hide and an internal layer of Kevlar. The laptop portfolio is lined with 1940s British cashmere, while lambskin lines the iPad case. Bison leather, Kevlar, pricing starts at $600. And I have a hat. For info on all of this back-to-campus gear and more, head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS. Still ahead, we unveil evidence of man's inhumanity to himself. People punch their own tickets and break moments of de-evolution.
Wrong love tonight. We'll come again.
Coming up tomorrow on AOTS, we show you the Ferrari of gaming PCs on Gadgetpron. It's the Alienware Area 51 3D gaming PC. That's right, we said 3D. Then it's the best filmmaking apps for your iPad. We'll show you how to turn your tablet into a teleprompter, scriptwriter, or editing tool. And in a 2008 AOTS Classic, Around the Net goes on trial. See the poop video that ripped our staff apart. See it tomorrow. Such a big day.
My hat.
Such a big day, and we're still not done. The world, folks, the world is dramatically overpopulated.
That's why we have to applaud the following folks for taking themselves out of circulation. Shock.
Some people like to poke fun at my previous endeavors as an aggressive inliner. But at least I can say I never rode a Razor scooter.
And this guy probably wishes he never rode one either.
You okay?
I'm waiting for a little Mario to come in and just count them out.
But see, unlike skateboarders, he did not have free use of his hands to protect his noggin when he crashed into the ground. He had to still hold on to said razor.
And unlike skateboarders, he'll never see a vagina. Today's rating system is Mr. Tits, of course, huh? How many tits are we going to give him?
I'm going to say 3 out of 5 tits. 3 out of 5 tits? Today.
Okay.
There we go.
That's a Total Recall girl. Sorry.
It is?
It's 3
Oh, right. Got it.
Jacques tits. 3 Jacques tits.
She
Legal.
totally had 3 Jacques tits.
Cleared it.
There are a lot of ways you can prove your patriotism.
Yes, and in case you were wondering, launching a firecracker out of your ass is definitely one of them.
Pinch your ass cheeks. Pinch your ass cheeks, Matt. Matt, don't move. Matt!
Pinch your ass cheeks, man.
Whenever pinch your ass cheeks is an instruction in an activity, you're either in break moments or getting into politics.
And I love how that's okay to say, but we have to say Jacques tits.
Jacques tits!
Jacques tits! All right, so how many tits are we giving him?
I think 4 out of 5 tits.
Ooh. Look at Jacques.
4 tits on the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
Put those tits away. Finally, a lot of cultures around the world, they eat bugs, and that's nothing new. I mean, it happens.
But we Americans always have to have our own special way of doing things.
Will is going to eat this Africanized, I don't know what it is.
Oh, no.
Someone caught the leg on the tongue? Yeah, that's epic.
I'm pretty sure that was Dwight Schrute's brother.
Pretty close.
Right?
Pretty close. I mean, I guess I have to ask, how many tits?
5 out of 5 tits! All 5 tits! 5 glorious tits!
Can we tax stupidity? Do we know? I mean, because if so,
interesting
we haven't
question.
found an answer to California's busted budget.
Touche.
Let us see what the Twitter wall has to say about our celebration of Mr. Tits, everybody.
Let's see. We have...
Sir Helson says, this made me want to be a derivative so I can be tangent to your curves. I barely graduated high school. I have no clue what that means. If
that's pretty fantastic.
If that's at all mathematically accurate, it's very funny.
My
Is it?
Yes,
Is
I
it fun?
agree.
Is it accurate?
My mother has her doctorate in mathematics, and I think that she would find humor in that greatly.
Fantastic.
Of course, my mother doesn't read Twitter, so what else?
Aww.
We all love you, tits.
Is that it? Are we done? Let's do more
do
tweets.
another one?
Yeah, let's do that.
What else do we have?
Benny Boy TX says, this has shined a new light.
No, tits has shined a new light.
Tits has shined a new light on the definition of Venn diagrams for me. Circle plus circle equals 2 gorgeous circles.
There are some sexy circles that tits brought to light because of his work.
Like, instead of actually doing work in class with my TI-86, I think it was at the time, I'd play Mario or try to actually draw on the graphing calculator portion, yeah.
I was totally the person who tried to figure out how many words I could spell if you flipped the calculator upside down.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It's beginner level. It's okay. Hey, we love you, tits.
We do.
Jacques tits, Jacques tits, Jacques tits, Jacques tits, Jacques tits, Jacques tits. We'll resume your regularly scheduled AOTS tomorrow. Don't worry.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS today and more.
Americus is getting into it.
I know. Woo, baby.
Yeah.
Take it.
Thanks to our guest, Autumn Reeser from Entourage. And hey, remember, we love you, tits!
Next play starts right now.
Good night, everybody.
Sayonara, tits.
Coming up on the next AOTS. We show you the Ferrari of gaming PCs on Gadgetpron. It's the Alienware Area 51 3D gaming PC. That's right, we said 3D. Then it's the best filmmaking apps for your iPad. We'll show you how to turn your tablet into a teleprompter, scriptwriter, or editing tool. And in a 2008 AOTS classic, Around the Net goes on trial. See the poop video that ripped our staff apart. See it on the next AOTS. Such a big day.
My hat.
Such a big day, and we're still not done. The world, folks, the world is dramatically overpopulated.
That's why we have to applaud the following folks for taking themselves out of circulation. Shock.
Some people like to poke fun at my previous endeavors as an aggressive inliner. But at least I can say I never rode a Razor scooter.
And this guy probably wishes he never rode one either.
You okay?
I'm waiting for a little Mario to come in and just count them out.
But see, unlike skateboarders, he did not have free use of his hands to protect his noggin when he crashed into the ground. He had to still hold on to said razor.
And unlike skateboarders, he'll never see a vagina. Today's rating system is Mr. Tits, of course, huh? How many tits are we gonna give him?
I'm gonna say 3 out of 5 tits. 3 out of 5 tits? Yay!
Okay.
There we go.
That's a Total Recall girl. Sorry.
It is? Got it.
Jacques tits. 3 Jacques tits.
3. She
Legal.
totally had 3 Jacques tits.
Cleared it.
There are a lot of ways you can prove your patriotism.
Yes, and in case you were wondering, launching a firecracker out of your ass is definitely one of them.
Pinch your ass cheeks. Pinch your ass cheeks, Matt. Matt, don't move. Matt!
Pinch your ass cheeks, man.
Whenever pinch your ass cheeks is an instruction in an activity, you're either in break moments or getting into politics.
And I love how that's okay to say, but we have to say Jacques tits.
Jacques tits!
Jacques tits! All right, so how many tits are we giving him?
I think 4 out of 5 tits.
Ooh. Look at Jacques.
4 tits on the bottom of the screen.
Yep.
Put those tits away. Finally, a lot of cultures around the world, they eat bugs, and that's nothing new. I mean, it happens.
But we Americans always have to have our own special way of doing things.
Will is going to eat this Africanized. I don't know what it is.
Eat it! Eat it!
Oh no! Someone caught the leg on the tongue? Yeah, that's epic.
I'm pretty sure that was Dwight Schrute's brother.
Pretty close.
Right?
Pretty close. I mean, I guess I have to ask, how many tits?
5 out of 5 tits! All 5 tits! 5 glorious tits!
Can we tax stupidity? Do we know?
It's
I mean, because if so,
an
we
interesting
haven't found an answer to California's busted budget.
Touche.
Let us see what the Twitter wall has to say about our celebration of Mr. Tits, everybody.
Let's see. We have...
Sir Helsing says, this made me want to be a derivative so I can be tangent to your curves. I barely graduated high school. I have no clue what that means. If
that's pretty fantastic.
If that's at all mathematically accurate, it's very funny.
Is it? Yes,
Is
I
it fun?
agree.
Is it accurate?
My mother has her doctorate in mathematics, and I think that she would find humor in that greatly.
Fantastic.
Of course, my mother doesn't read Twitter, so what else?
Aww.
We all love you, tits.
Is that it? Are we done? Let's do more tweets.
Another one?
Yeah, let's do that.
What else do we have?
Benny Boy TX says, this has shined a new light.
No, Tits has shined a new light.
Tits has shined a new light on the definition of Venn diagrams for me. Circle plus circle equals 2 gorgeous circles.
There are some sexy circles that Tits brought to light because of his work.
Like, instead of actually doing work in class with my TI 86, I think it was at the time, I'd play Mario or try to actually draw on.
I was totally the person who tried to figure out how many words I could spell if you flip the calculator upside down.
Oh, yeah.
It's
beginner level. It's okay. Hey, we love you, Tits.
We do.
Jacques Tits! Jacques Tits! Jacques Tits! Jacques Tits! Jacques Tits! We'll resume your regularly scheduled AOTS tomorrow. Don't worry.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things to today and more.
America's is getting into it.
I know.